we were young, we rode on a mystical school bus. Our driver and our guide, a celebrated and wise elder of the Comanche Nation. We called him Mr. Gus. It was a mystical bus because our dad was telling us this bedtime story of how we all got on the bus and where we were all going. As we laid in our beds, we made our request. Tell it, Daddy, tell it. And he started that story the same way each night as we laid down to rest. Went something like this. By and by, the bus pulled up with its motor running and air brakes hissing. And one by one, we all climbed on board, looking back, check on each other to make sure no one was missing. 50 miles to Grandma's house, with a stop halfway there for hamburgers and fries and chocolate malts, with a special request: no onions on Little Sister's, she didn't like 'em on hers. When we arrived at Grandma's house, it was dark and way off in the country, and Mr. Gus pulled that bus up into the campground where we all piled out and started picking up limbs that had fallen from the trees. And then silence. Our storyteller had dozed off to sleep. We all exclaimed again, "Tell it, Daddy, tell it," while at the same time we were kicking our feet. And to our amazement, our storyteller started right where he'd left off, telling us how we found sticks on which we'd roasted marshmallows over the campfire that Mr. Gus had made for us. And by, we all went to sleep on the bus, thinking about going home the next morning. 50 miles to home, with no stop along the way. For hamburgers and fries and chocolate malts, with a special request: we just wanted to get back home the same day. And when we arrived, it was dark, and Mr. Gus pulled that bus right up in the yard. We'd all gone to sleep, and the storyteller, well, he was snoring hard. And Mr. Gus drove on into the night to be ready for the next story.